you'd gone through high school, you'd gone through all of your education, you'd gone to the academy. You're finally essentially in the right place at the right time. I mean, how did you look around the rest of your officers? What was the sense of activity at that point in time? Because we're well into it at this point in time.
Well, remember, I was an ensign, one of the new ones, and I was delighted to be aboard ship, but we had to feel our way, really. And everybody was gung-ho. All of the officers loved the ship, and they loved the work we were doing, and they particularly liked the fact we had night fighter squadron aboard. Well, that was a unique experience for everyone.
You were innovating in incredible ways.
Oh, yes.
And you did an amazing effort to be the first to be able to do night operations.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about what that was like? I mean, the challenge, the barriers you were breaking through?
I don't remember any challenges, any barriers. We had been trained very well for what we were supposed to do. And Bill and I just fit right into the crew and started to work. He had a gun battery, a bunch of 40 millimeter batteries on the port side. I had the starboard quarter. And when there was a break in the action, we'd get together and say, well, everything's going all right, fine. But we thoroughly enjoyed it. I had we were the battery officer. I had 14 barrels of 40 millimeters, 2 4s and 6 2s. And we had a director that it was a lead computing director and a gunner's mate in charge of it. And he would, when I would hit him on the right shoulder to commence firing and left shoulder, he couldn't hear any orders. And I had on telephones to the bridge, so I didn't hear anything else. So it was just a slap on the right and commence firing, and slap on the left, cease firing. That was of the extent of it. And we all did well, and we shot at everything in sight.
Well, so tell us about what it's like when you are standing there watching what's unfolding around you. To the generation today who, their experience is through a piece of glass on an iPad or an Xbox, there's got to be something visceral about that experience. The smell, the noise. Maybe share some of your sense of how you coped with that and what you experienced.
It was noisy, it was chaotic. There were things going on all around us, and you could see the other 3 carriers. At one time, all 3 of them were burning, and we had escaped. We were very lucky. None of the kamikazes took out after us, but it was what we were trained for. That's what we had looked forward to. It was no surprise. We expected that. We were ready to go, and we were anxious to be there and to get into the battle. And that's all I can say. We knew what we had to do. I had a gunner's mate. I remember him well. His name was Fred Lynn. He ran the director, and he and I became, in between kamikazes, we could talk, and we talked about a lot of things. He was a youngster from New Jersey, and his ambition in life was to be a state policeman in New Jersey State Police. I wonder what happened to him. I never knew, but all of the youngsters were that way. The crew was very gung-ho. They all appreciated what they were doing. They were good sailors.
Well, it strikes me that the training clearly was exemplary. You had everything you needed when you were ready to go in that moment in time. Tell us about what it was like operationally on a ship of that size and that complexity. A lot of people doing different things. What was it like?
Well, we were surrounded by a battleship was our guide. There were 3 cruisers that were circulating around the battleship, and then there were the 4 carriers, and then a screen of destroyers. That was Task Group 38.2, and they all moved simultaneously. It was a matter of the officer of the deck giving the orders to do the various maneuvers, and it was kind of like it was almost unbelievable because all at once everyone would start to turn, and then when an enemy plane came in, everyone wanted to shoot. Everyone stopped, and it was for a while it was very chaotic, but it was fun. I was too dumb to be scared. There was nothing to be scared of.